All right, everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be working on 3 different exercises that are great full body openers slash stretches slash mobility. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first one's going to be, and they all involve this one. So they all involve this windshield wiper. I'm going to go here, hands go back, chest goes up. Okay, so I'm opening my elbows up and straightening out my arms. Maybe I'll walk my feet a little bit wider because I'm going to drop both my knees to one side. Now in your basic windshield wiper, we just walk left to right. Okay, you're going to want to bend and twist towards the knees as they go down. Try to not let that happen. We're going to keep that chest up, and I push the opposite shoulder away from the knees as they drive apart. Okay, so I just make that space. So if I go over to my left, I keep my right shoulder back. And I like to exhale, push both knees into the ground. Some of you are going to find it a little tougher than it looks to keep this top knee or the inside knee down as you go. Okay, so these are your basic windshield wipers. Follow your breath as you work. Your breath is going to be super important for this drill because, as always, it does the work for you. Now let's add an elbow dig to that. So let me turn to the side so you can see what my elbow is going to do. I'm going to drop my body right into this windshield wiper position, send it all the way over. I'm going to bring this elbow across, and I'm going to dig it into the floor. Take a couple breaths, and then I'll walk it all the way back across. And I just go back into that position, and I'm just walking my elbows towards the knees as they go to that side. So I bring my knees up into my neutral position. I drop my knees over to the left. I bring the right elbow across to the left side and dig it into the floor. Okay, I'll do one more on this opposite side and then we'll go to the next one. So these are your windshield wipers with an elbow dig. You can see I'm pressing this elbow into the floor. This hand doesn't do much. This is just going to stay in that same spot. You might adjust a little bit, but don't walk it out. Okay, if you walk it out, you're going to be in trouble for our next one. I'm just keeping it in that same spot and coming back to here. If you start scooching a little bit, just always come back to here before you even drop your knees over. Okay? Now, the third one's going to be same jam with a thread the needle. So I'm going to drop my elbows, or excuse me, I'm going to drop my knees over to the left. I'm going to bring this right arm across, and I'm going to weave it under this arm. Don't move this arm too much, especially don't pull it out in here anywhere, because I want to press just like a one-arm push-up to keep me having space as I go under. So I'm just weaving this arm under as far as I can, drop my forehead to the floor, exhale, and then I push into that arm to get me out of there. Okay. Now, one of the other things about that, as you go over, if you keep that arm in like that one arm push-up type position, it's going to drive your shoulder up, kind of do an extra squeeze like I'm wringing out my upper spine. And I just weave it under, bend that elbow, drop that forehead or head to the floor. Okay, and then I just walk left to right with that, taking those breaths as I go. Okay, so those are your 3 full body openers. You've got your windshield wipers, watching out for the shoulders, leading and going with the knees. You've got your elbow digs, watch out for that arm bending, and then your thread the needle, same thing. Just watch out for the arm bending and let yourself lay into that hip as you go down, and you'll notice that you're just going right into a pigeon position as you go over, but we take that arm with us just so we can get that full mobility as we roll around on the floor. Okay, so give those 3 a shot and let me know how it goes.